Create a new project for this week. File, new, Java projects. Okay, CSE114, Spring 17, week 04, and lab 1. Okay, for today. Okay, and say finish. Now I want to do some example here inside a particular package. Let's just practice how we create package in Eclipse. You can right click on the project and say new package. And let's call this Echo. I'm going to show you different versions of Echo program. Even that simple program can already give you some insights into loops. Okay, we're going to develop maybe about 3 or 4 versions of Echo. Let's start with the version that you were able to do in week number 1. Okay, let's start with that, and they'll gradually build more and more complicated. So now, let's create a new class over here. Let's call that Echo 1. Okay, that's the first version. Put the main method there, and then say finish. Now, let's say the Echo program is basically very simple. Your program is going to echo whatever the user says. If they say hello, you say hello. They say Suni, you say Suni. Something like that, okay? So we're going to read a string from the user. So scanner, control space, and input assigned to new scanner system.end. Okay, how would you do that? Hopefully you know how to do that, right? It's very simple. Just once. Echo once and terminates. You would say, first of all, let's not prompt the user. Let the user type. So you would say, for example, string user, let's just say user, is assigned to input.new line, next line. Okay, and then whatever we read from the user, print it back. That's why it's called echo. Okay, system.out.println line. You can just say user back. As easy as that. That's something you knew how to do it from week number 1. Okay, let's just try to execute it. If you execute the program, you're going to see that in the console over there. If I say hello, it will say hello, and then terminates, right? Nothing special about it. If you want to echo another message, you have to run the program again. Fresh run, and then say Suni and Suni. Okay, nothing complicated now. Let's say this. I want to extend this echo program there. It is simply going to repeat whatever I say endlessly. Okay, let's try this. When I say endlessly, that means there's going to be some condition which will never be false, right? Which will be just true. Okay, let's try that. Extreme. Go to echo here, package there, right click, say new, and class echo 2 with a main method over here, and say finish. Let's try a while loop. How about that? And to save some typing here, can we simply just go to echo 1, and we can just copy the code. Okay, and then we can see easily the extension we need. Okay, just copy the code from version 1, go to echo 2, and paste. Control A, select all of the code. Control I to put the indentation back. Okay. So now, how do we say we will echo back to the user endlessly? So now we can simply say the following: while some condition is true, I'll leave that to specify a little bit later. While certain condition is the case, we're gonna keep reading from the user and echo like that. But now, since I said endlessly, what about I just put true over there? If I just put true there, that means this state condition is always true. There is no way to make it false. Let's see how annoying this program is. Go to console here. Hello, hello, I am Jackie. I'm Jackie, really? You cannot be Jackie. You cannot be Jackie. What are you doing? Oh, exactly the same, right? Are you mimicking me? Wow, very annoying. How do I get out of that? Is there a way to get out of that? No way until you kill it. And the way you kill it is by press this button here, right? This one here. That's the only way, because while true. You can play with this program yourself, actually, just to enjoy. This interesting program. Okay, so now that's version number 2. Now I want to say, what about we just make the program less annoying? We say we have a keyword for the program to say, whenever we say exit, EXIT, that the program is going to terminate without mimicking anymore. That's the only keyword we have. That's the only keyword that the program recognizes. Okay, let's try. Okay, let's try a third version here. Echo, new, and then class. Echo 3. Okay, I forgot about the main method, but don't worry. I can type main, control space, main, over here. Okay, can we just go to echo number 2? Okay, copy the code over here and go back to echo 3. Control A, Control I. Okay, so now we want to say, rather than echoing endlessly, we want the program to recognize a single keyword, which is exit. Okay, how do we do that? Okay, so somehow we want to say if the user enters exit, that means the state condition should be true, or should be false. Sorry. As soon as the user says exit, rather than echoing again, we're going to make the state condition false. Okay, how do we do that? Let me show you the most intuitive way. How about I just declare Boolean? Boolean here. That's a very standard way of doing things. I'll say Boolean here. I would say user wants to continue. Equals something. I'll put question mark here. We'll talk about it a bit later. It's going to be either true or false, but we're going to judge which one we should take in a moment. And now we want to say while the user wants to continue, we're going to continue. Otherwise, no. As long as this Boolean variable here starts true, we're going to continue. Otherwise, we exit. So now, inside this loop body here, we're going to say, based on what the user gives to me, I'm going to update the user wants to continue Boolean variable if necessary. So now, any suggestion here? Remember I said before, we want to make the program such that it only recognizes EXIT. That's the only one it recognizes. Should we need another loop, or should we need a selection? Selection, right? So somehow you want to say if the user's message from the keyboard is equal to exit, then I'll exit. Otherwise, keep echoing. Keep annoying it. Right? So let's try. So we know that the user's message is from user. So now we can make some selective action here. We say that if, now we do some string comparison. Remember, we got to use dot equals, not equal. If user dot equals exit, like that. In that case, I'm going to make user wants to continue to be false. Otherwise, it should remain true. Let's say otherwise it's true, and then I'll print out the result. Okay, that's kind of the idea, right? So far so good. So the new thing here for you is, rather than having a true as the state condition here, which will always be true, we want to say this a way to control our program, which is by using a keyword over here, which you will need it for assignment number 3. Okay? So this is a simple example to do. So we say that if the user types anything other than exit, which is echo. If that's exit, we're going to make the state condition false. Okay, let's try. Now, one question for you. Have a look at line number 9. We haven't decided yet what the initial value for user wants to continue. Should that be true or false? I heard true here. Okay, tell me why it wouldn't be false. So let's try this. Let's imagine this in our mind. It's actually quite easy. So if you try this, for example, if I say this is false, what's going to happen? When you go false here, when you go to line number 10, we're going to check if we're going to enter the loop for the first time. And if user wants to continue has been initialized to be false. So that means the state condition false. We're not even going to enter for the first time. No, not really. So we want to echo at least for one time. So that's why it should be true instead. Okay? That's kind of the rationale you have to understand. Okay? Okay, like that. Let's try the program again. Okay. So now we can say, hello, hey, exit. Wow, we exit, right? Somehow it recognizes the keyword, right? So this is kind of the pattern you want to learn, a simple pattern. You want to apply that to your assignment 3. Okay, that's one thing you want to do. I want to make this a little bit more complicated. I want to say there are 2 ways to make the echo program terminate. 2 ways. Either if I type exit, which is what I'm doing currently. And second thing is somehow if the program has already echoed for 10 times, then they should stop. They get tired. Okay. So now let's create another version. I'll show you how to play with the state condition over here to make the program just a little bit more complicated. Okay. I'll also explain that by making some comments. Okay, can we just go to Package Explorer and create echo number 4? New class echo number 4 with a main method. Okay, so can we just go to echo number 3 and copy the code? And we're going to play a little bit with that. Echo 4, and then paste that over here. Okay, Control A, Control I. Okay, so now we want to say either if the program reads exit from the user, they're going to terminate. There is another way to make them terminate. Let's say we really don't type exit, so they keep echoing. That's very annoying. We're going to say if they have echoed already 10 times, they are not going to echo for the 11th time. They will stop. So which means the maximum number of times they can echo will be 10, like an upper bound. Right? Imagine this how you can extend this for your assignment 2. I might say we are going to run the rock, paper, scissors game, and the maximum number of runs will be maybe up to 10. So you can say, now I'm going to keep running the same round on and on and on until the round number reaches 10. Right? That's another way to think. But let's see how we can do for this one. So somehow we want to count the number of times the program has already echoed. So we need some integer counter. Okay, so let's try. Okay, let's extend this program here. So now I'm in version number 4. So integer here, that's outside the loop. Remember we talked about scope. If you declare the variable outside the loop, it's going to be visible inside the loop. Okay. Integer, let's say number of echoes. Initially, no echoes has been done, so just 0. That'll be a reasonable number. Okay, so now let me create another Boolean variable for you. Okay, so this Boolean variable is going to be responsible for if the exit has been read so far, right? Let's create another variable for a different purpose. We can say Boolean not too many echoes, not too many yet. So that's simply going to be the number of echoes less than or equal to 10. Let's say, so 10 is the maximum. And not too many echoes is a Boolean variable. It is going to store the truthfulness of that Boolean condition there on the right-hand side. Okay? So now, first of all, you can see, so there are 2 things we have to be careful. So now we want to say, we want to stay in the program, we want to stay in the loop if both are, I'll just put a condition first. So somehow the state condition has to have the two Boolean variables, but we need to decide whether that should be a conjunction or disjunction, right? So let me say not too many echoes right here, right? But this wouldn't compile because we talk about two separate Boolean conditions here. How do we combine them? Should we use conjunction or disjunction? So now, let me help you think a little bit. Okay, let's try conjunction. Okay. You can also try disjunction as well. If we say user wants to continue, if we try conjunction here, and also not too many echoes. So we call this the state condition. Okay, now think about this. So that means this loop will stay as long as this condition is true. As soon as this condition becomes false, we're going to exit from the loop, right? So that means we got another thing called exit condition. When do we exit? So the exit condition is going to be exactly the negation of the state condition. And we know that state condition is this, conjunction here. And remember we talked about logical law, right? So now in this case, we're going to take, use a conjunction over here. So it's going to be not user wants to continue. Or not the case that not too many echoes. Okay, another notes figure. Remember when we talk about not too many echoes, that simply means the number of echoes is less than or equal to 10. When you talk about the negation of it, that will be the number of echoes larger than 10. So now this condition here is so-called exit condition, which is the negation of the state condition here, right? Which means there are two possible ways to exit from the loop. Either because the user do not want to continue because they type exit, or it's simply the case that the number of echoes is way too many, so get an exit, right? That's how we analyze. Okay? If you try, for example, disjunction here, which is actually wrong, if you try that, you can see that. Okay, if we try this one, for example, if that is the state condition, what would be the exit condition then? It would be the negation of this, agree? So that would be not user wants to continue. And, right, also another case, not too many echoes. So this is the only case, the only condition for the loop to exit. But that's not exactly what we intend. Because in this case, we say that to exit from the loop, it has to be that the user type exit, and at the same time, we have already got more than 10 echoes. But that's not the case, because to exit, either one would be fine, not both. So I would say take a note on this and think about why we are using such state condition. Because for assignment 3, you might want to use something like that to control the exit and state of your loop. Because break and continue are strictly forbidden. Okay? So you don't want to do that. Okay, any question about this? That's just for some analysis here. Yes? Oh, yeah, I'm just making some example. I'm saying the maximum will be 10, which means if you want to go to 11, that's not allowed. Yeah, it's really up to you how you want to set it up. Okay, let's try this now, and then that'll be the last version for this program here. Okay, that should be conjunction here. So now let me just make one comment for you. So you will see that when you get the source code. The exit condition is basically not user wants to continue, or not too many echoes. Okay, we can exit in either way, by either way. So now there's one thing that's missing, right? You can see currently in the loop, we never update the counter, which means the counter always stays at 0. That's not good. Because if somehow, well, every time we put an echo to the user, the counter should be incremented by 1, right? So now tell me something. Would it be correct if I do number, for example, the number of echoes plus plus over here? Would that be correct? Maybe. Not quite, right? Because in some way, think about what a variable really wants to store. We want to store so far how many times we have echo to the user. So we should increment the counter only after we have done that. And when do we echo to the user? It's line number 24. So that should be the place to put it. Okay. So be careful. Because for assignment 3, there might be many subtle mistakes you can make. It's about putting the statement here rather than there. So you really have to use breakpoints in debugger to solve the problem. Okay, number of echoes plus plus. We should put it over here. Okay, like that. So now we have 2 ways to terminate the program, either exit or if it has echo 10 times. Let's try. Let's go to execute the program here. And now, and make it easy. How about just, I say 1, you say 1. I say 2, you say 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still okay. But if I try to say 11, that's not good. What did I do wrong? Let me have a look. Oh, I see, actually. Yeah. The reason is a very common mistake. I'm making that too, right? So the reason is, since we got a Boolean variable there, you can see we got 2 Boolean variables there, right? Let me just mention that this is a very important lesson for you, actually. Because it may not be so easy for you to spot, to realize. We got 2 Boolean variables here, right? Since these 2 Boolean variables are used to control the entrance and exit of the loop, so you have to keep updating them frequently. Okay? You can see the way we update user wants to continue is by using set it to false or true. We're going to do the same for the other Boolean variable. Okay? How do we do that? So after we have set this one to be incremented by 1, we should really try to recalculate the truthfulness of that. So number not too many echoes is assigned to be the new value of the number of echoes less than or equal to 10. That's a key, really. That's something I forgot about. Okay, any questions up to now? Okay, let's try again. So hopefully this time it will work. Okay, let's try this. Let me just do one more thing for you. Now, I think that'll be also valuable. Okay, let me just stop the program now. So now let's say somehow outside the while loop, this means we already exit. But now let's say somehow we want to give some feedback to the user why the program terminated. It could be either because they type exit, or it could be we have already echoed for more than 10 times, right? Either way, okay? Let's try that. We can say if it is not the case, remember we said before, the exit condition is going to be either this or that. So we're going to check which one was the reason. It could be both. So now, not the case, user wants to continue. We can say system.out.println. You can say, I am sorry, you don't like me, something like that. Because you say exit. Okay, that's one way. Or by another way, if not the case, not too many echoes over here, you can print out system.out.println. You can say something like this. I'm sorry, I'm tired. because I have already echoed for more than 10 times. Maybe something like that. Depending on which variable actually makes the loop exit, I can give different feedback to the user. Okay, let's try. For example, if I try this again, let's try first of all, if I say A, echo A, B, echo B, exit, that's good. I don't like the program, so I terminate it by using exit. Let's try another one. Let's say I don't type any exit. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm sorry, I'm tired. Right? Okay, so this is kind of like a small example. I will show you how you can build up to something. I wouldn't say that's complicated, but hopefully you can see some pattern over there. Depending on different conditions, you can control the exit and entrance of the loop. Okay? Any question about this before I distribute the exercise? Yes?
If it's about because you only want it to repeat 10 times, would you rather use 4?
Use 4? You know what? You can also use a 4, yes. So this is a good question. Very good question. So that's why I said sometimes, it's we wouldn't really require, unless I explicitly require to say you want to use a for loop or while loop. For this case, you can also use a for loop if you want. Okay? So you can say that. Good question. I'll put it on the Eclipse. You can try that. Okay. So now rather than this, you can also try a for loop. For the for loop, the body is going to be the same. So okay, you can say for integer I is assigned to 1, starting with okay, what about starting with 1, maximum 10 times, right? And then you'll say I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus, the normal way. And then we're gonna say also user wants to continue conjunction, right? Because we got 2 ways to control the statement to let it the loop stay. You can try this one here. Okay, you can try as well. Okay. I'll put this into comments. You can try. But for the assignment 3, I wouldn't really require to either use a while loop or for loop. You can try either one to see which one you feel more comfortable. Okay, any questions? Okay, if no, the TA is going to distribute the papers now, and then please try task number 1 only. Okay, so we're gonna have maybe possibly another 4 times. So we'll say spend about 5 to 10 minutes for 1 task, and I'll go over a solution with you. Okay.